Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and today we're going to be talking about the 2014 driver market. Now, the gameplay you're watching in the background is some rFactor 2, and we're driving the Formula 2 car around the new Silverstone circuit they've just implemented into the game, so that's the gameplay in the background. But we're going to be talking about driver market for 2014, because obviously Webber retiring, Massa looking like he's probably going to retire, is going to add up a lot of different things, and lots of different drivers might be getting different seats. So guys, if you want to leave your comments in the comment section about who you think is going to be going into a particular seat or whatever, be sure to do that, because I'm going to be reading through all those and replying to as many as possible. But let's get this started by talking about Red Bull. They're currently in the championship and have probably the best car on the grid at the moment. But Red Bull, I think that we're going to have Vettel most likely. He's probably already got a contract. Haven't really looked into that too much. But I think Ricciardo is going to get that seat. So much speculation about maybe Alonso or Raikkonen or somebody else out of the blue joining that team, but I really highly doubt it now. Raikkonen has pretty much said he hasn't got the seat, so that opens up a couple of people. Alonso maybe, highly doubt that though. He's quite loyal to Ferrari and he's stuck with them for 3 years, and 4 years. That will be at the end of this season, but I can't see him moving. So I think we'll see Vettel and Ricciardo at Red Bull next year. Personally, I kind of would have liked to see Verne at Red Bull. I kind of think that he's the person that can get the points at the end of the day, but you know, that's just my opinion. I think I would have liked to see Verne there, but I think maybe an extra year in a Toro Rosso will be good for him, and then maybe he can catapult himself up to maybe like a Ferrari or maybe the Red Bull drive in 2015. Ferrari, I think we're going to see Alonso there. He's pretty loyal to Ferrari, as I said. He'll be there for 4 seasons by the end of this year. And I think we might see Hulkenberg. I really sort of think this hopefully will come true. I mean, I really do like Massa. I think that he's sort of at the end of his career, though. He's put in some amazing performances over the last couple of years, even though he hasn't been at the top of his game. But I really do think it's probably his time to maybe give that seat to sort of a Ferrari young driver, if you will. Hulkenberg isn't exactly classed as a Ferrari young driver, but he moved to Sauber, which has Ferrari engines, and he's always been linked with Ferrari for whatever reason. So I hope we see Hulkenberg there. He's got a lot of talent, and I really hope we do see him in a top tier team next year. Next up, McLaren. I think we'll just see Perez and Button just like this year. I wouldn't see a reason for them to change the drivers, to be perfectly honest, because really they're doing a pretty good job in that car, and I think next year they should have a better car. And by the way, in the gameplay, I don't know what happened there. I really have no idea what happened there. Apparently I had to back him, but I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to Mercedes. I think we'll stick with Hamilton and Rosberg once again, as with McLaren. I think both those teams have a very solid driver lineup, and none of their drivers want to leave. So perfect situation. They don't need to get involved in all this driver talk. So all of their drivers will stay in those teams, is my thought. I think the same with Lotus. I think we'll see all of their drivers staying there for next season, or both their drivers I should say. But maybe if Grosjean doesn't have a very strong end to the year, we could see Valzecchi take his seat. That's the GP2 champion from last year. And maybe if they completely run out of money, they might have to hire in somebody with a lot of money. Maybe somebody from GP2. I don't really know, to be honest, but I think they are very key on keeping Grosjean and Raikkonen there. Both of them can put some podiums on the board when the car's there. So I don't see any reason for them to ditch a driver, but I would like to see Valzecchi in a race seat next year, even though that is not very easy considering his budget, I don't think, is the largest in the world. Next up, Force India. I think we will see Sutton and Di Resta staying. Both of them put in some pretty good performances this year, both getting some top 5 finishes. I don't see any reason for them to move, but I do think we will see James Collado definitely get a test roll and some Friday practice sessions next year, and I really hope we do, because James Collado, a big British talent who deserves to be in Formula 1 very shortly, and I think he's playing it right by staying in GP2, not trying to jump too early, because we've seen lots of people trying to jump to F1 as soon as possible and then not doing very well because they just don't have that racing experience. Sauber, I think we will see Gutierrez stay, especially if Hulkenberg goes up to Ferrari or another team, and I think we will see a pay driver in that other seat, and huge links with Sergei Sirotkin, who's currently racing in Formula Renault 3.5. He's not doing particularly well. He's only got 1 podium, but he does bring in a lot of money, so we'll see probably a pay driver in that second Sauber seat. Williams, I think we'll see Maldonado and Bottas stay, both doing great jobs this year and both putting the car up into positions where it probably shouldn't be, considering it has been very slow this year. Toro Rosso, I think we'll see Verne stay if he doesn't get a higher up seat. I think he's doing the right thing in staying there because he's a fast driver, and if anything I think he's a bit better than Ricciardo, but that's just my personal opinion. And I really hope we see Da Costa there, a really bright young talent. I kind of hope we don't see Sainz there or one of their other young drivers because they're a bit too young. I think Da Costa, that's Antonio Felix Da Costa if you don't know, He's racing in Formula Renault 3.5. He's put in some pretty good results, got some race wins, and I think he's in line for that Toro Rosso seat. Now, the back two teams, Caterham and Marussia, Charles Peake, I think, will probably stay. If not, he might get replaced by Kovalainen. And then that second Caterham seat, I think we'll either see a pay driver or we'll see Van der Gaard stay, which I kind of hope, because I think Van der Gaard, he put in a great performance today in qualifying, and I think he should stay there at Caterham. So the last thing we've got is Marussia. I think we'll see Bianchi stay. I'm not sure he'll get a better seat for next year, unfortunately. He might go to Sauber or go to a Ferrari test role. I don't really know. A second Marussia seat, I think we probably will see Chilton stay, but he might get replaced by somebody in GP2 who did well, and I think that's the same with somebody in Caterham as well. They might get replaced by somebody in GP2 with a lot of money. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. It's been Alex and Matt here. Goodbye.